What's going on, everybody? It's just Jimmy here today and talking about the NBA draft of 2019 happening today. Of course, throughout the last months, and pretty much the whole entire year, we've been pretty much talking about in terms of how this draft is going to work in terms of teams' favors. Particularly my team, of course, as always, would be the New York Knicks. And this was going to be the year. 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 And it still is going to be the year for the Knicks. I believe, in my opinion. The reason why I say that is because I know ever since the NBA, lottery pick, what I'm saying, there were some upsets, major upsets as well, It all started back in terms of the fact that the Knicks were pretty much the last team in last place, along with the Suns, right? In terms of the West Conference, of course, we're on the East. And, there was maybe a possibility of a chance that we could have potentially have gotten the first number one pick. And that was happening around that draft lottery pick time. You know what I'm saying? It was happening, right? We were up there. We were knocking teams down there. I was like, oh, okay, we're getting that hype. And then we get to that third pick, the top three, right? And, we were thinking, oh, man, Zion's coming into our reach. It's happening. And then we get the third pick. I think that blew so much wind out of everybody in terms of Knicks fans, and including myself, of course. I could not sit down for not even 5 minutes, not even 5 seconds. I was pacing around the house like I lost my mind. Like I lost something and I just couldn't find it. And it was. Now, of course, RJ Barrett is probably projected to be the third round pick. Or not the round pick, sorry, my fault, excuse me. The third pick of the first round. And he, we've seen his status. We've seen how he plays. He plays with a lot of aggression, just like Zion. They all came both from Duke, if that is going to have any type of accolade. But he does. He comes in there with aggressive behavior, and he wants to get that ball. He wants the ball. He wants to, say that, hey, he wants to make a name for himself, right? So, and I can see that from RJ. That's why I would not be as disappointed getting RJ coming to the Knicks. I don't think anybody in the Knicks would be. I mean, you might get that 1%. It's always that 1% that always will be disappointed about them not getting the pick of the first round. Of course, unfortunately, though, the first pick of all teams gladly wasn't the Lakers. That's the last thing I wanted to hear from them was Lakers. But the other one was the Pelicans. If you guys have not known by now and been underneath the rock, it's pretty much been the Pelicans. And I was shocked and mad about that. Considering the fact that Anthony Davis was also leaving, pretty much just saying, see ya. I mean, literally had a shirt on the last game that said, that's all, folks. It was that serious. And to turn around and now finally get a first round pick, projectively, I'm looking right. And then, of course, just recently, having Anthony Davis, pretty much being traded to the Lakers to go and get people like Lonzo and Brandon Ingram and Josh Hart and 3 of the first round picks, including the 4th pick. That's still a lot. That's a young cast, though. Lonzo is pretty much around the same age as me, and that's still a young cast. People, including Zion. So, I don't know. It could be kind of dangerous. I can see it being very dangerous. And, no. I mean, we've seen D'Angelo Russell leave, or not so much leave, get traded from the Lakers to go over to the Nets. What happened? The Nets made it to the playoffs. He's an all-star. Even if it was off by somebody being injured, he still became an all-star. And the man can ball. Seriously. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's only but so many people you could put in an all-star team, and, unfortunately, he didn't get in terms of the base roster, but he was there. And he played, too. I was like, yeah, man. So, of course, this was also trying to work in favor in terms of the Knicks, because considering the fact that, the whole talk about the whole entire year is about the fact that we were trying to build up at least 2 max contract deals to have big-name players come into the league and pretty much build around, right? And, of course, notably being KD. Unfortunately, of course, due to the tragic incident with the injury that happened throughout the playoffs, and of course the one that was major in terms of the finals, he's going to be out for a year. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather him heal because I understand, and you know that's another conversation for another day in terms of the pressure and everything with the GM, the fans, everything like that. You know, trying to put this man on the court and thus hurting himself in the process, which did not really done well for either person, himself and the team. But you know, it's gonna be very interesting. This whole free agency thing is gonna be very interesting. It all depends on does KD want to win more championships, have less money, or vice versa, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he went over to OKC to what? I mean, when he left from OKC to go to the Warriors for what? You know what I'm saying? To go get into the championship. Even though I understand that they basically had a team and they went to the finals too. You know what I'm saying? But they were just probably missing another piece, and this KD was just like, all right, just let me go. You know what I'm saying? That whole controversy thing that time when he left. You know what I'm saying? Because KD is still one of my favorite players. That man plays with so... It's so... Whew, I'm missing words here, but it's just ridiculous. The amount of stuff that this man can do. And more. And to see him hurt like that, it really hurts too. So, you know, hopefully with the speedy recovery and everything like that too, you know, he can come back. And I know he will bounce back from it as well. You know what I'm saying? But no, yeah, and potentially if he decides to sway his decision, because we don't know what KD's thinking. Obviously, right now he's also thinking about the injury, but we all know it's coming down to that point of free agency. He got some time, but you know, he don't really got that much. But you know, the decision will be made. Either he's going to stay with the Warriors, or he's going to probably go ahead and decide and just go somewhere else. I don't know. I know people were saying about the fact that he could probably go to Brooklyn, him and Kyrie, and I'd be looking like, oh boy. Whew. That would be threats at that point. Of course, that same thing could have happened with the Knicks, of course. You know what I'm saying? But we also don't know what Kyrie's going to be thinking about doing. We all know that a man wanted to get out of the Celtics, so that's a guarantee, number one. The question is, I don't know if he's going to go and join teams with LeBron. I don't know if he is going to stay in the East in terms of joining a team like the Knicks or the Nets. We don't know yet. We can only do it but help but speculate what these moves could potentially become. You know, I mean, something like the Lakers when they have Anthony Davis come over there. I mean, that's good and all, but they kind of really need another shooter. I know they still got Kyle Kuzma. That's the best decision to keep him. Out of that group, getting away Kyle Kuzma was going to be a dumb thing for them. But so they kept him. Sounds like good. So, but they really do need to get another player that can, you know, also go ahead. Not saying that neither LeBron or Anthony Davis can't dribble, but they also need someone with a lot of speed. LeBron's sort of getting a little bit to that point of being old, but he still can go and ram through people like he's still out in his prime. But you still need somebody like a Kyrie or a shooter like Klay. I'm not saying that Klay or Kyrie may be going to the Lakers. I wouldn't be surprised if Klay stays at the Warriors, to be all honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a player like them that can do that. If they get a player like that, if they have any more space to get a player like that to do that, then they're threats. You know what I'm saying? Then they're threats. So, actually, it's going to be very interesting. But so is this free agency. So, it all starts with this draft and the free agency afterwards as well to go from there. Because some people in the past, they also still make trades throughout the draft too as well, even before the free agency. So we may hear some stuff today about it. We may not hear anything and wait until a little bit later on. You never know. It's like that time when I never forget it when LeBron James made a decision to leave from the Heat. And it was like the whole talk of the town. And then left. And that's all they did was just straight up talked about LeBron. They had a whole segment like it was on SportsCenter. They didn't talk about no other sport. They didn't talk about no other person. They had literally legitimately just had a whole slideshow of nothing but LeBron. And talking about the fact that this band is going back to Cleveland. And I was looking like, wow. Now, of course, if this is going to happen with KD in a sense, I don't know. And again, it's just the whole thing at this point being speculated. So, of course, it's all more information about sports, gaming, anime, and Let's Plays. It's just Jimmy here talking to you guys again about the NBA draft, and I will see you guys next time.